What's up, ladies and gents? Dallas Michael Sear, and I want to share with you a video about advice. Actually, an advice video about advice, specifically unsolicited advice. I heard it said one time that offering unsolicited advice is a form of harassment. And that actually hurt at the time that I heard this. See, personally, I've been a coach or like a life guide or, felt like I was a life guide and a coach since coming out of the womb. I feel like I'm truly connected to my purpose. And, but in the beginning, it started out with me thinking that I knew better and wanting to help people. And wanting to serve and support, and so I would often offer unsolicited advice because I thought, well, if I can help a friend or a family member, or wouldn't they want to know how to do something better? Or wouldn't they want to be able to see what I think they're doing wrong? And that's the interesting thing about unsolicited advice, and especially from like friends and family, is oftentimes it's coming from a very genuine place. So I had an experience recently where somebody wanted to share something with me. They saw something, they wanted to offer some thought, and that's what kind of brought up this topic, that sharing unsolicited advice is a form of harassment. Because really what you end up doing is you end up sharing and giving somebody your opinions, your ideas, your conditioning, your judgment. Even if it's coming from a good place, and you may even be correct with whatever it is that you're sharing. But you make the assumption that whatever the person is experiencing, that they shouldn't be experiencing it. That somehow, one, maybe you know better. And so this might be coming from a place of, well, you're a know-it-all, you know better. It may be coming from a place of wanting to help and be a good friend and or family member. It may be coming from a place of, usually what happens is you're actually not wanting to feel the feelings that are coming up for you. The truth is you're feeling uncomfortable. Something about someone else's experience is reflecting something back to you that makes you feel unease or uncomfortable. And rather than allowing them to be with whatever their experience is, you want to stop that or fix them so that way you don't have to feel what's coming up for you. So it becomes about you, not about them. The other part of this, as I mentioned, is that you can't really know what someone else's journey is supposed to be. We can assume that whatever you're going to share is going to improve their life or somehow help them, but you can't know that whatever they're going through, no matter how serious or dire or how painful it looks to you, isn't absolutely perfect in what they're supposed to be experiencing, even if they are actually in pain. And so, what do you do then? What do you do when you want to actually help somebody and offer advice? Especially like for me, I'm in a community of amazing, intelligent yogis and coaches and speakers and philosophers and genius entrepreneurs. What do you do when you want to help a friend or a family member, or you do have something of value to offer? Well, the best thing that you can do is ask for permission. Ask for permission. If you think you have something to share that's of value, now the other person then has the right to set a boundary and to say, I'd rather not hear your idea or opinion. And if they choose to say, yes, please share, even if they're doing so because they feel uneasy or obligated in some way, well, now it's on them. That's another lesson for another video. But at least you asked permission. At least you opened up the energy versus coming in and offering something that someone wasn't open to, because then what may go on inside of them may do more harm than good. Their experience of what you're sharing may actually do more harm than good. It becomes about you, not about them. And so just simply ask for permission. An example of this video, this is something that you can choose to watch or not watch. If you write a book, someone can choose to read your book or not read your book. But if you're walking up to somebody, friend, family, or stranger, and just offering your ideas and opinions unsolicited, then you're doing harm. And so I would suggest that you ask permission. In the case of this video, please feel free to leave comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. But if you private message me or see me in person and you want to offer some kind of advice or feedback, then just ask permission. And I may say, absolutely, fire away. But be prepared, because I may actually say, you know what, I'm not actually open to feedback at this time. But thank you for asking.